Morning doves, noon crows, night owls. Hello again. It is I to be welcome, and so are you. This is going to be a video of an aerial point of view video. I'm going to do this one, a third person version. And hopefully I can make the landing, a successful landing at the end. That's the plan for this video. I already did a few other world tours video, but this is more or less an attempt to try and make a proper landing. Hopefully I can do it. Alrighty, let's set sail to the skies. Well, the first thing I want to do is make sure to look at the controls. I haven't done this for a while, so moving to the mouse is to maneuver, not manure. Engine off is the E button, and the up and down arrow key are for throttle, to go up, to ascend, or to descend. Alright, that should be pretty simple enough. If I mess up, I'm gonna have to do another one. Alrighty. Here goes. Ooh, risky. I better accelerate. If I don't accelerate, I'm gonna be messing up really bad right here. Alrighty. Ooh. I've been pretty busy. I've been working on a little place that I have in real life. But I'm still here! Alright, that should do it. Should be good. Alright. Third person point of view. I figure I'll start with the left side. I'll take a loop around from the left side, and then I'll take a loop around the right side. Just a third person point of view video. And this one I'm not too worried about doing 30 minutes like the other videos. Just going about it as regularly as possible. It's not as strainful. There's Robloxia. Good old Robloxia. Maybe we can try to go as high enough, but not to the point where everything disappears, but just get high enough altitude. Alright. Ah, that's barely visible. Oh, okay. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh god. Immediately we would have failed right there on the spot. Thank Roblox for this physics. I thank the Roblox physics for not being too realistic. Then again, I should probably slow down. Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible how fast this goes. Do not underestimate plane speed. That's what I will say about this. Wow, look at that. Good old-fashioned peace life. That's the world over there that sends peace to me in my soul. Yeah, life's just been pretty moderate. I just finished a course that I had for this fall, and I'm pretty glad that it's over. It was one of the most painfully tedious experiences. And now I can finally take an easy break. A little bit. For a little bit. I better be careful. Actually, I want to test before, just so I can figure out how much it needs before it stalls. I already forgot how much it needs before it stalls, so we need to test it here. 100 something or 90 something, I gotta find that out. Okay, alright, I go replay that one again. It's been a while. Here it is, the old world. The original classic world that I made for my first ever world. Right there in the flesh. Oh, snap, I can't see it. Guess we'll have to go a little bit slower. I'm gonna do a loop around just so there's a better perspective. Oh my goodness, this is fast. Wow, that is insanely fast. I want to be able to get a full point of view, aerial point of view of this world. That way you guys can see it. There we go. That's more like it. A full perspective of this world. Yeah, the airport was an update, and that little island underneath it is the update as well that I put it some time back. It was originally just that flat platform with that little base on the helicopter at the bottom left. That was it. Oh, I better check and see how much the altitude needs. Oh! My eyes already darted too quickly to be able to see that. I have to try that again. But there you have it. This is the original world. Now we're going to fly back from this side. Third person. Alright. Hopefully, I really need to pay attention with this one. So I'll have a little bit of a moment of silence. Just give me a moment to process and focus. Alright, so it's around like 100. That makes... Okay, around 100. I can do that. I never... it's been a while since I've landed this plane. It'll be a little difficult to try this. I'd have to... Once I get on the runway, I'd have to let it stall by that time and then turn off the engine. And then deselect this plane tool on the bottom in the middle. And I hope that will actually make it land. It's been a long time since I've worked on doing that, since I've done that. So, wow, look at that. There's the peaceful world with the little gas station at the left. Full point of view. It's a sweet little world, and the jungle that goes along with it, with actual living species, living beings down there, at least in the jungle. Feels less sad. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was so dazed. I mean, I was so lost in my thoughts. I didn't even think about the speed. Good thing I'm at a good enough altitude. I don't need it to be lower than that. I would have been eating buzzards. I would have been buzzard food by that time. Look at that city. Crime City, where all sorts of the chaos goes on. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I was supposed to circle around the world. I wasn't thinking about that. I only circled the first world, so let's circle back again. No pun intended. Pretty bad one, huh? Pretty lame one. I'm kidding. Not that interesting. Look at that little foresty world right here. This is the forest. This is where the transition from the usual nostalgia that started off in the world. And there's a little bit of it there with that haunted house. Haunted mansion. But most of it is pretty basic. There it is. Peaceful little world. You can wander around wherever, whenever. At least when this world was still existent. There's the little village to camp by. I didn't think about that. I should have done it like this as well. I'm gonna do that again. I'll try to speed it up a little. I'm gonna go for a left loop and then a right loop. Right side, left side loop. Hopefully I can do this without causing too much issues. Alright, we'll start off from the bridge. I only woke up. It's only like 4:23 a.m. right now. I was working on a place that I was doing for the whole day, so I really went on preoccupied painting. Alright, left side loop. Here we go. We'll try to keep it at a minimal speed so that there's enough time for everyone to look and see the world. We'll go about like 5 loops. Oh! Why is it doing that? I think we're on the last one, right? This is the 4th one. 5th one's coming up soon. I don't like this. I don't like how it's doing that. Alright. Let's take another loop around right side now. That's good. That's good enough. That's a good speed. And you know what? We might just start over again, just in case. 200, right? 200 is the full speed that I want to keep it at. We'll do it again. This is just one of those videos that I don't really mind. Don't worry about how long I'm doing. I'm doing a full basic third-person point of view anyway, so I might as well try. Yeah, we'll try it again. Just gotta keep the speed at its minimum and the altitude correct. The right altitude, just so we can get full display of everything. Alright. Here we go. 5 loops around. Just gotta keep an eye on that speed. I can't allow it to get too high. I think that was the first one. This is the second one. Yeah, this is the second one. Coming into the 3rd lap. Here we go. This was a very much peacefuler time. Whoa. Those runways are aging. Third time's a charm. I might actually make a video. Fourth lap, here we go. I might make a video just sitting on that Ferris wheel over there. Just one video. A full spin of the Ferris wheel. And then no commentary whatsoever. And that can be used as like a background video for music or something of some form. Whatever it can be. Sort of like a POV title video. Alright, fifth lap, here we go. The fifth lap. Fifth loop, here we go. And then we gotta start from the right side again. I mean, move to the right side. A very much more innocent experience in my life, that's for sure. No! Rendering, why are you doing this? Here goes. Loop one. Oh no. Alright. Should be good enough. I'm gonna bring that down. Second one, I believe? Right, second one. Yep. Nothing like living in peaceful flight. I have a friend who's still training. In real life, one of these days, it's going to be both of us being able to experience this activity here in real life. He's already experienced it himself with someone else. Friend, trainer. Trainer, yeah. But one of these days is going to be just both of us being able to experience this cool flight. And it's actually real. Second lap? Second loop? Or third loop? I think this is the third loop. Here we go with the fourth loop coming in. Just nothing but a peaceful stride. This is going to be the same layout for first person point of view video when I finish this one. Oh, looks like we have a little friend here buffering us. Trying to make it super difficult for us to play this game. Very much appreciated. Oh no, the rendering distance is messed up again. That's awesome. I love when that happens. Fifth loop, here we go. Last loop, and then we just take a... I think we started from the left side, right? So we just need to fly back on the left side. Alright, we'll just do that. Yeah, Roblox isn't so highly developed to the point where these propellers could automatically move along with it. But it can still function. That's all that really matters. At least in this world, in this game. Alright, we're going to start with a left side loop on this one again. Once again, 5 laps, left side and right side. Alright, there's a sneeze coming up for me right now. It's about to come up. Ah, dang it. It's not work. It's underwhelmingly waiting to not work. Alright, here we go. First loop. Oh, look at the little car, the little backup RV down there, recreational vehicle. Second loop coming in. I don't know why I forgot about this. We're gonna have to do this again. Alright, we're gonna start with the first loop on the left side. Now you'll have to deal with me another time. A little more longer, sorry. First loop. This is another abstract video with no plan whatsoever. First loop, here we go. Alright. No, thank you. We're gonna go with the second loop with this one. I think it's a second loop. It may be a little more, but either way, at least you get to experience scenery of this world. So that's all that matters. Either second or third loop. I get mixed up. It feels like the third loop. I'm going to believe it's the third loop. Oh, no. Now I remember. The first loop because we're going around this haunted house. Now it makes sense. Now we're in the second loop, actually. We're actually in the second loop. From the left side. Can't imagine doing this on first person. That's going to be a nightmare. Third loop coming in. Oh, I'm driving a little crazy today, I guess. Fourth loop. Alrighty. We're gonna get the final loop from the left side. Final loop from the left side. Here we go. Alrighty. Now for the right side loop. Once we make a circle around that haunted house over there, we'll be heading to the right side. Yeah. As of right now in my life, I kind of enjoy going to work. As aggravating as it all started off, now that I gradually am able to actually get used to doing work, it actually feels like somewhere I wouldn't mind going, because I go there almost every day, and I spend a lot of overtime over there on the Monday and Thursday. I actually enjoy going there. I mean, as in routinely. Not a lot of people like going to their workplaces. I honestly don't mind mine. It's nice. It's a better job than the first jobs I started off with. Very grateful for that. Every week I'm putting in my money in, and I'm putting in my hard work every time. Every now and then I'll have a sore arm, sore leg here and there, but it all comes to a worth payment. A worthwhile payment. Second loop, I believe. There's the island of the first world. And the island of the third world. This feels like a second loop. I don't know why. Alright, this is going to be the third loop. Yeah, I wake up and I get ready for work. I drive to work, sit in the parking lot before about 15 minutes before I have to clock in. fourth loop, I think. This is the fourth one. Yeah, this is the fourth one. It's hard to multitask a little. I just woke up about 30 minutes ago, 40. Or an hour and a half ago. Fourth. Now we're heading to the last loop. Yeah, I wait till 15 minutes before I clock in or punch in. Same thing. And I walk to the board that tells me where I need to be. Have the meeting, and then I go where I need to go. And then one of those areas I go, it could be good, bad, normal, average, boring, one or the other. And I would just spend the whole day, either half of the day, full half of the day, and then be requested to go somewhere else, or just stay there the whole day. And I work there. I don't use my phone. I work there until break time comes in, first break time and lunch, and then I have my break time and lunch. Then I get back to my place that I had to work on. Or if it's a really urgent line that I have to go to, then I have to bring my lunch along with me and eat while keeping an eye on the machines when I run it. Alright, another loop on this one. 5 loops, remember that. I think I found the perfect medium for this speed right now. It feels really nice right now. This is the perfect speed right here. Decreases at a good amount, increases at a great amount. Perfect pacing. This is great. I really like the slow pace in traveling. Just like how I walk when I go somewhere. I go to the mall or some form of any place to activate yourself to be moving. I just take my time. Alright, first loop. First loop. And here we are at Massacre City, where all the destruction happens. Yeah, and one of those bad days, it's just exhausting, and then I'm driving home and I'm frustrated, obviously. I'm probably going to either, well, especially if it's a Monday through Thursday, then I have to just bare my teeth, hold my tongue, and just keep going until Friday night when I can finally relax from all of it. Second loop, and now we're going to the third loop, I believe. Third loop, here we go. But yeah, overall, for work, I don't mind it too much. I like going. I don't like getting ready and waking up for work, but I like doing the work and then going home from work. Alright, fourth loop. We'll try to get a little higher this time. Ooh, look at that cool point of view. Fourth loop, I believe. And then we will transition to the right side. After the final loop, being the fifth one. This is the final loop. Fifth loop. Here we go. Alright. Now we are gonna take a little circle again. Our little U-turn. And start from and go to the right side. Yeah, work isn't too problematic for me. It's busy and it's hard earning. Home life is relatively brief. It's not too often. It's really quick. Just go in to sleep and go out of sleep. That's how it usually is every day. First loop, I believe. I don't particularly do very much at home besides sleeping. Every now and then my online friend invites me to join, playing a small little session here and there. Second loop, I think? And then now we're in the third loop, I believe. Yeah. In fact, the weekends don't really feel as long as I would like for it to be. Third loop. It feels so fast. Fourth loop? Yeah, the weekends go by fast. Too fast. Fourth loop. There's King Kong on crack. With his red shot eyes from the previous tour videos. There's the satanic ritual going down there. Fifth loop. Here we go. There's the shockwave. I better not touch that. Fifth loop. Final loop. That's it. And there's the fired building of the fired employees. As it crumbles and burns down, the fire seemed to die down in that area. Fire has its own life in this world too. That's pretty cool. Whether it burns out or continues burning. Alrighty, here we are to Robloxia, the one peaceful village that I always enjoyed playing when I was little. Alright, we're gonna start from the left side. This one's pretty quick. It's not too long. Such a cool world. It's huge. That was the concept of this world. Is to make it all free roam. I always enjoyed free roaming sandboxes, large worlds, open world games. Except they weren't crazy on the graphics. It was just regular. I think the effort and the plot was a lot more fun for me. Alright, first loop. Seems the sky is getting continuously different. Second loop, here we go. And then there's my college life. I already enjoyed the first 2 years that I was supposed to try for in terms because it is a community college. It wasn't a university, just community. Third loop. And I spent 4 years still stuck on it. Now I have another 4 more years to go. Third loop, I believe. Right, it's the third loop. And then now we're on the fourth loop. I don't really go there often. I go there for the classes now. Fourth loop. Just to get the classes done. Fifth loop, here we go. No thanks. I gotta adjust myself a little bit. Fifth loop finally completed. Now I'll go for the right side. This one might be a little bit different. I might go for a different type of turn loop for this one. Right side, here we go. Side. Most of the time I always like to spend myself outside of home and outside of college, whether it be motorcycle driving or yeah, basically motorcycle driving as of right now, finding unfamiliar places to explore. I have so many areas I want to go to, but I've just been so caught up lately with all these activities, working on the place I have to deal with right now. Second loop, here we go. So there's barely enough time to really settle down like this here. I really have to choose carefully. Third loop, here we go. Yep. I tried to sleep, couldn't sleep, so I came here. Fourth loop, here we go. Fourth loop. Fourth loop. Nothing like seeing your friendly little village. Fifth loop, guys. Final loop for this section of the third one. Alright. Can't imagine doing this. Maybe you know what?
If I'm doing these laps, it should help me acclimate to first person flying. So this would actually be a lot more, doing this is a lot more beneficial. More than I had considered, so this will do very well. Alrighty, back to the very modern, updated, completed recent piece of this world. This is where it all ends, technically, reversing from the original description of this world. 5 loops again, starting from the left side. And this one's got something special. It's got the mountain. Alright. And then we're going to try to successfully land this in this world. Hopefully it'll work out. There we go. Swooping around. Alrighty. Oh, this one's a little dramatic. Here we go. We gotta be careful around here. Here we are, Loner Mountain. Jeez, this mountain is humongous. Yeah, that's not even a good first loop. I gotta do that again. We're gonna try that again. First loop again. Yeah, it's huge. This world is huge. First loop. Here goes. I really want to be able to fully capture this world in full view for everyone. It's really difficult to do this. Loner Mountain. Here we are. Second loop coming in. Oh man, forgot to show the other parts of the world. You know what? I don't know what I'm so worried. I'm so festered up about. This is actually good. There's no rush to this. Then again, this is the first part in a while since I filmed a world tour in this Roblox world context, so we're gonna start over again. First loop. First loop, here goes. I think I just wanted to fully capture the mountain for a little before I actually did the full loop. Yeah, I just wanted to capture it first. Here it is. More of the original old worlds. Ooh, could we actually fly through this mountain and not risk crashing? That would be a really cool loop. That is cool. Imagine doing that on first person. That's going to be crazy. So that's the first successful loop for once. And now we're going for the second loop. I gotta remind myself how I'm gonna land too. That's very important. I'm gonna go for a second loop and show the same areas again. There it is, full display finally. Successful rendering. These roads are long. It actually kind of feels like I'm traveling in my mind right now with some old memories, old times. You know, they say you can't travel back in time, but you can kind of do it here. Third loop. Here we go. Oh, I really want to see that. I want to see that mountain at this daytime right now. Full quality of that glacier. I got to see that. Fourth loop. Here goes. I might have missed it, but who cares at this point? This is the last area. Fourth area. There's the bird too, right there. Oh, that is so cool. That is super cool. Loner Mountain. Fourth loop. Now the final fifth loop. Fifth loop. Here goes. And there's the old homes that I started off with the inserts. Fifth loop. And I'm trying to land on that runway right there. Fifth one. Here goes. Fifth loop. Alrighty. Fifth loop, and then we make a right turn at some point. Wow, we really get high up there, don't we? In Loner Mountain. Now we have to make a little circle around. I could do it like this instead, right across this world. Make it a little cooler. Might keep it the same, or I might do a little different here and there. Fifth loop. First loop, here goes. Ooh, very rocky start. First loop, around on the right side. Yeah, it's only the first attempt, so we're not getting the full display of everything yet, but we'll get there. First loop. We might fly across the bridge. First loop. That'll be cool, being able to fly under the bridge right alongside the bird. And hopefully not crash in the bird. There's the bird. Fifth loop. First loop, I mean. Why am I saying that? Second loop coming in. Just incredible. Look at that mountain. Loner Mountain. I really worked on that one. The scale is incredible. You see that little checkpoint? Next point, it's a full journey. That was the gist of this world. A full journey. first introduction of this journey. It is sad, but that's why I'm filming it. To keep these things here in terms of for watching and just reliving. Second loop, I believe. Third loop. There's the hotel. Third loop. Fourth loop. There's the underground subway system. Underground base 2. And there it goes, the final loop. Might actually try to make this a little risky and interesting. Hold on. Need to give myself some space before I actually try to execute this mad decision. Madly insane decision. Alright, here we go. Fifth loop. There's the rocket. There we go. Full view of the whole base. There's the cafe, Iron Calf, the classic Iron Calf. Alright, fifth loop. Hello, birdie. Whoa! Oh, I thought I actually... That was scary. Alright. Now we're going to try and land this. Which is some... This is the very, very horrifyingly dreadful experience that I have been dreading to experience. Like I remember, it was supposed to be around 100, so... That's when it would stall, so we're going to hit that stall, try to time it just right, and then turn off the engine, and then just hop off. And I hope that actually works. And if that doesn't work, that's good. Well, actually, you know what? I won't hop off. I'll just end this video here, and I'll test it through the next aerial point of view video, and see if it actually works or not. So I'll just stop the video in the end, landing like this, staying inside the plane. That's what I'll do. And we are already hitting in an hour. It's perfect timing. Perfect amount of time. Just perfect amount of time. Oh, I forgot. I gotta actually concentrate. Well, we reached an hour. Now we're going to try to do this properly. Oh, I hate doing this already. I already hate doing this. Oh, I hate doing this. Turning off engine, please. Oh, that's stupid. That's so stupid. That is so stupid. Oh, that is some stupid freaking landing. I don't want to experience this, but I have to. if I want to be a pro flyer right here. Oh man, it didn't stall when I was landing. Damn it. Oh no. This is going to be a little longer than an hour, my friend. Just trying to land this. Ay, ay. Like I said, this landing is just very difficult for me. I am not a professional. I am not licensed. I am an unlicensed pilot. That says a lot about how scary this is going to be. You know, that's a cool... I should tell my friend that at some point. Unlicensed pilot. That's a scary title. Yeah, it's crazy trying to land this plane. I'm not that good at it. Yeah, the third person and first person. Maybe I'll either land it here or I might land it another area. I might make 2 third-person videos. One for just a regular smooth run, or I don't know. Oh, here we go. The scary freaking landing. Perfect. Perfect. That is exactly what I wanted to do. Engine turned off. No. No, please. Oh, okay. That was close. Well, now I know how to land this. That's your first successful landing by To Be Welcome. Wow. So I gotta remind myself. I gotta actually say it in this video before I forget. How I landed. I had to slow down. Obviously, the first thing, it was slow down. And then it would stall. I would have to turn off the engine. Once it finally slowed down and stopped, came to a stop. But the thing I need to remember was to deselect the plane tool. Oh! The plane tool to actually stop it completely. That's the only way I would actually stop it. But even when I had it stalled and everything landed properly, it was still moving. I tried to turn it off, the engine, it would switch back on. So now I had to land it, slow down, land down as it stalls, turn off the engine, and deselect this plane tool. This is for future reference for the next flight aerial point of view video. But, well, I hope you enjoyed my little aerial point of view video tour. Or just an aerial point of view video. First attempt, really. Third person. Third person I am dreading the idea of doing. Yeah. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed it. 4, 3, 2, 1.